Hey guys, welcome back again. I'm running out of video idea because I've been trying to post a video a day over these past 8 days. If you have any suggestions, do let me know in the comment section down below. Thank you. I've always been reluctant to review my portfolio because number 1, there are people who are far richer and better than me. And number 2, it's just a weird flex that does not add any value to you guys. However, today, let's screw it. I'm going to review my portfolio today because I ran out of ideas. But I will make sure you guys get to learn something after watching this video. So stay tuned and let's begin. So this is how much I deposited. A total of $173,000 into my Tiger account since February 2021. The portfolio have grew to its peak at $326,000 and a few days later it went and go down to $260,000. So at 26, I am being trained to take $60,000 losses emotionally and I have to train myself to not be affected. I think it's a good training to have if you want to scale your portfolio in the future. The stock market trains people to be emotionally strong and stand by your investment conviction. So currently, this is my live portfolio now, sitting at $308,000. I'm on $16,000 cash. I own 80% of this portfolio. The other 20% I'm just managing for my family and friends. For this month, my options are not going that well, but luckily I'm cutting my debt level. The options position I allow myself to be in is mostly Palantir. Since Palantir stock price are quite cheap, my losses are not that huge. So for my viewers outside of Singapore, just for your information, guys in Singapore have to go through 2 years of mandatory military service. So throughout the 2 years, we are not paid much. So we are slower by 2 years on average in our wealth building journey. I was serving in the Air Force for 2 years and that 2 years did slow my net worth down, but it was a good experience nonetheless, so no hate. So this is my P&L analysis. The blue lines are my portfolio and the yellow line is the SPY, also known as S&P 500 ETF Trust. Investors usually benchmark our portfolio performance against the SPY to see if we are able to outperform the market. As you can see here, in May of 2021, there was a massive sell-off on growth stocks and Tesla hit $550. I was over-leveraged and I had to find ways to top up cash into my account. As you can see, there was a maximum drop of 38.17% paper loss. It was a stressful situation. I was holding on to Tesla stocks and using Tesla stocks as collateral to sell multiple put options on Tesla. I have done a whole video explaining this disaster. I'll link it up here and down below. When Tesla crashed, all my holdings dropped and my debt level increases. I was getting margin called and have to find ways to get cash to top up to my account. Or else they will liquidate my Tesla stocks to keep the minimum balance required. Thankfully, I managed to get out of this situation. None of my Tesla stocks got sold. From then on, I'm able to understand clearly how to use margin effectively. And at hindsight, it was a good mistake to have. It made everything so much clearer. Hence, after rectifying and knowing that mistake, my portfolio grew by 72.89% at its peak versus 24.59% SPY. My average price for Tesla is slightly higher because I don't mind buying a little higher. I was able to generate consistent put option profit, and each time I do it, I get to own a few more Tesla shares. So instead of just buying Tesla shares straight up, this is the method I use. I bought a bunch of Tesla shares, I keep some cash to sell put option. When I'm able to profit from the put option, a portion of my profit goes to my living expense, the rest will be used to add more Tesla shares. So why do I put all my money in Tesla? Isn't that risky? Believe it or not, I'm actually more of a risk-averse person rather than risk-seeking person. I feel that in the world of capitalism, every dollar is a vote. So I'm making a stance on which company have the most probability with the highest successful outcome. And Tesla happens to check all my criteria the more I study Tesla. As my conviction gets higher, the more certain I feel Tesla is the most conservative choice out of all the companies in the world. If I really am chasing after super growth, I will take more chances on small cap growth stock or small cap cryptocurrency. But because I have my family and friends fund with me, I manage my portfolio like an ETF. I care about the downside more, which is why May 2021 was such a difficult period for me to pull through. Because it didn't feel good on my conscience to risk so much. But that is a great lesson learned for me. So let's talk about portfolio management skills. It depends on your age, your obligations, and what are you seeking for. If you're young like me, with little obligations, your goal is to accumulate wealth and get the avalanche going. It is good to expand your understanding of the world, also known as your worldview. I've seen so many experienced investors that have invested in the market for 10 to 20 years, but they are unable to understand Tesla and Tesla's business model. They are also usually the ones that miss out generational companies like Amazon and Tesla, underperforming the market for years and they can't adapt to a new worldview. At the same time, they stop people from making money by advising people to not invest in Tesla. So why do you need to expand your worldview? When it comes to investing, you have to stay in your circle of competence. How much money you make is dependent on the knowledge you have. If you make your money through luck, the limited knowledge that you have about money will bring your wealth back to square one. This is why lottery ticket winners who won millions of dollars can end up going bankrupt because they are not knowledgeable in finance. If you're looking for a super good year in the market, you have to know what the public does not know yet. When everyone is confused and unsure of what is the worth of the company, you on the other hand find some mispricing. That is when you make a lot of money through investing. Usually your friends and family will underestimate, they will laugh and make fun of you, but on the other hand, you do your research and you know that it is only a matter of time. This is the stock I invested last year. Let's look at Kimley. I invested here. Look at AMD. I posted here. And now we look at Tesla. When will Nano go to the moon? I don't know. But am I sure it will go to the moon? I'm almost dead certain. Because of my conviction. A good portfolio manager is also a good risk manager. Is diversification reducing your risk? I think this is a yes and no. You spread out your risk, but if you're invested in things you have no idea on, then isn't it more risky? I'd rather build a portfolio that I allocate in a way that the highest conviction stock deserves the most capital. I will allocate my capital in this way. I feel that conviction is the best way to reduce risk. You can also protect the downside by buying at the correct price level. Now let's get back to portfolio management. Knowing which phase of your life you are in is also very important. If I'm 50 to 60 years old, I'd rather not be so stressed out all the time. And I will go into wealth preservation mode. I'll lock up my assets in real estate, Bitcoin, Ethereum, maybe less than 40% allocation in my highest conviction company. So I hope this helps. Have I covered everything? If there's anything you want to know more, just comment down below, I'll answer them. If you like what I've shared, do help me out by liking this video. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't, I'm trying to reach 1,000 subs. Thank you and I'll see you tomorrow.